Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I would like to introduce you to a brand new life simulation game. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be doing much introducing here because I think everybody has heard of InZoi at this point, but it is the first time I have brought any type of InZoi content or just even said the word on my channel. But the moment I discovered there was a tool allowing players to try out InZoi's new Create A Zoi tool, I knew I had to try it. And it just so happens that I've been feeling very nostalgic lately over a particular family that ruled my channel from about 2016 to 2020-ish. So if you can recognize the last name, then you probably already know the family that I'm referring to. Yes, the Foremans. I thought it would be fun while I had this demo to bring to life Pace and June, just because I do feel like the Sims version of them is very cartoony. I was kind of curious to see what it would look like for them to be a little more realistic looking, especially because back when they were created in like 2016, we didn't have as many customizations as we do now in The Sims 4, and I thought it would be kind of cool to see how I could Zoify them. And so right now we are working on Miss Juniper Foreman. In case you guys did not know, June is half Pakistani and half white, so I decided to really channel in her Pakistani side, and this is what I would envision her looking like if she was a real life person. She has those beautiful piercing eyes, those lips that are so just luscious. I love the Cupid's bow. Her nose is like my favorite thing here for sure. And yeah, we're just selecting a hair right now. I will say this though, and I am going to kind of critique the Create A Zoi tool, I guess is what we can call it, while we're going through this. It was definitely a little humbling to get used to, that is for sure. I know this is just the demo, but I'm really hoping that they expand on the hairs. I feel like the hairs aren't diverse enough. I was having a hard time selecting one that I really felt fit my Zoi, and that was definitely a little disheartening. However, I will say the makeup and the customizations in the demo or in InZoi are absolutely out of this world, and as a makeup enthusiast and connoisseur myself, I am obsessed. Like, I had so much fun playing with her makeup, but June's kind of a plain Jane, right? And so she doesn't really wear like a lot of makeup typically. Like, she can do a full beat, that is for sure. She can definitely get glam, but June has just always kind of been like that girl next door. I wanted to really channel in her city side because I do feel like she is a true city native. She loved living in San Myshuno, in that little apartment with Penny, and just such a good time in her life when she was able to kind of go out and be a little socialite and all that kind of stuff. So I really wanted to, like I said, just kind of channel that more. And because I do feel like the clothing selection in The Sims 4 has definitely gotten better over time, I didn't feel too afraid to kind of step out of the box a little bit with her wardrobe in InZoi and play around with that too. And I love her outfit. So the body customizations, let's talk about that. I like how much you can customize your Zoi's body. However, I do feel like the ranges of which you can customize them is a little limited. I've seen this critique all over the internet. I definitely think they need to kind of broaden those ranges a little bit because I just feel like they're, again, limiting. Kind of went in circles there, but I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Jewelry is really fun to play with too. I love that you can get in there and like change, the metals and the gems and just kind of, give your sim a customized piece. I thought that was kind of fun. I do wish they had more simple earrings. And once we get to Pace, I'll kind of, share my critiques there. Clothing customization was really, really fun. I love that you can layer stuff. It fits appropriately. There really isn't too many like limitations or restrictions. I can give her a cardigan on top of this very just basic tank top here and dress up her outfit. Again, the color wheel's a nice touch. I love the color wheel. It's kind of weird to be playing with that again. In fact, if I'm being completely honest, it's weird playing with a different life sim entirely. It's kind of foreign, but also strangely familiar at the exact same time. And I don't know, I haven't really had like a ton of interest in InZoi until people started posting the early access videos, especially Ocean. I have been obsessed with her videos. Like, if you're really wanting to see the potential of InZoi and you weren't maybe interested in it before, I'm telling you, go watch her videos. I'll link her channel down below. It will blow your mind and change your mind because she plays InZoi in such a way that is familiar to us. When, I'm not gonna lie, this game seemed kind of like daunting, like very busy. I thought it would be so hard to create a Zoi, but it actually wasn't. And I was able to create June in less than 20 minutes and I had a lot of fun doing it. So Pace wasn't as easy, unfortunately. As we know, Pace is a gym rat. He is, in his earlier years, a little bit of a D-bag. Okay, he's always been very sweet and kind to June, always. But I can definitely say he had his way with the ladies before her. She was the one to change him, that is for certain. And I had fun playing around with his physique. I was able to definitely get him maybe even just a little more ripped than he is in the Foremans. I probably exaggerated that a little bit. Also, I love what they did with body hair, like how you can select the intensity of the hair. That's freaking awesome. The skin tone range is absolutely just out of this world. Like, it is amazing. I love it so much. I also really like playing around with the eyes. It's cool that we have like so many different like catch lights and, you know, just customizations with, you know, the eyes. I will say though, speaking of the eyes, it's in the eyes, Chico. Anyways, yeah, if you didn't get it, get it. I see random stuff like that all the time. But the one thing I will say about the Zois is they're cool and all. They're really realistic, like in a creepy way almost, but also impressively realistic. I like them. I do like them. I wasn't sure if I would like them, but I love them actually. I really like this realism that they're doing here. And the more that you spend time with your Zois and like the more that you play around with them, like the less shocking they become, because it's, again, like it feels like somebody's just staring into your soul. But yeah, the eyes just are kind of a dead giveaway. Like that's, I think what does it is because like when you see your Zoi move, they don't really blink. They don't really, like, their eyes don't really move. It just kind of, they have like this blank stare. So that's another thing that I think maybe could, if they can, tweak it a little bit just so that you're not feeling like you're getting stared down by them. Anyway, I know that's just a long explanation just to basically tell you that their eyes just feel lifeless to me. But I do like the jewelry. Again, this chain, oh my God, it is crazy how reflective and, again, real this looks. I would say though, the one thing I struggled with Pace is just kind of giving him a more masculine approach. Again, it just might be my lack of expertise or skill or even experience with InZoi. But yeah, I definitely feel like he came out more looking like Nixon. And I think you guys can agree, but I love the way June looked. Like, that's exactly how I would picture her in real life. And Pace definitely looks like his son, like through and through. So I guess I kind of did a good job. I probably should play around more. But I would really like if they added gauges in the game. I know I was telling Ocean about this earlier because I just feel like there really isn't any masculine jewelry. I mean, the chain's obviously masculine, but in terms of like earrings and stuff, there would be, I would really appreciate if they had some gauges or maybe some smaller hoops and more daintier jewelry. Also, it'd be nice if there was like rings and things like that, especially again with how focused we on realism. It would be really cool to see what rings would look like in the game. I envision them being just as beautiful as the rest of the jewelry and assets. I actually really am surprised by how much I am loving InZoi so far and how excited I am to bring something new to the channel and play around with this brand new life sim. I know not everybody is a fan of InZoi. I also don't love how demanding it is to run InZoi. I was actually kind of concerned myself that I wasn't going to even be able to run the demo. I don't know how the game's going to perform, but I'm definitely a little nervous, for sure. We definitely need more textured beards, I would say. I showed my fiance the long beard, and he said it kind of just looked like an old man. It was just very like thin, and that's fine. Some people will have beards like that, but it would be nice to have more textured facial hair for sure. And then like the hair, there was like literally one textured hairstyle, which I thought was kind of weird. But anyway, this is pretty much what Pace looks like. I think he is super duper handsome. You can select traits or a trait in InZoi. I gave June socialite because, you know, we were just talking about how I feel like she was a little bit of a social bug back in her day. We didn't get to see a lot of it, unfortunately, because she kind of settled down and fell in love with Pace pretty quick, but she definitely was before you guys saw her. So here I am just doing a few minor little tweaks. If you are wondering if I have uploaded these Sims to Canvas, which is basically InZoi's gallery I have, so you guys can download them there. I believe the demo runs until maybe tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. So if you guys want to play around with it, I'll definitely link it below, or you can go find it on Steam. And yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else that I want to tell you. Oh yeah, I decided to give Pace the leader trait because I don't know, I always felt like he was a very strong leader. You know, he was always paving the way. He was always just kind of taking that leadership role, and I liked that. And oh my gosh, playing around with the poses and the lighting. There's so many things you guys can do in Create A Zoi. I didn't even get to cover it all, but there's just so much. Anyways, I wanted to give him a little bit more life in his face, so I decided to give him a little face blush. And yeah, that's pretty much my take on the Foreman's InZoi. Anyways, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again.